Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of October 7th to 11th, Gabby Hernandez de Mera and Stefan de Mera will confront their marriage and may come to the conclusion that there isn't a way to make things right, at least not for now. He will confess to Chanel de Mera, Raven Bowens, about Johnny de Mera. Being in the same scene as Chanel and Alex Kyriakis will make Johnny feel more and more uneasy, but how will Chanel respond to his candor? Alex's attention will be on Stephanie Johnson, even though Johnny will still be struggling with jealousy. As Stephanie and Alex fight their returning feelings, passion will undoubtedly flare up. Could they get into bed soon? Eric Brady will argue angrily with Melinda Trask, Tina Huang, on her involvement in the baby swap. The majority of Days fans concur that Melinda will deserve Eric's wrath when she confronts him. At least they will have each other to lean on, as Eric and Sarah Kyriakis will thereafter get close over all the drama involving Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, and Fiona Cook. Regarding Fiona, she intends to reveal to Brady the true circumstances surrounding Sarah's hit-and-run incident, but will she suddenly change her mind? In any case, Kristen de Mera's suggestion will ruin things. In return for Brady's release, will Kristen persuade Dr. Wilhelm Rolf to perform a miraculous healing on Sarah? According to teasers for Days, Sarah will eventually attempt to retract her claims and acknowledge that she didn't actually remember Brady driving. Sarah would argue that she talked too quickly and that her recall wasn't as clear-cut as she believed. Sadly, DOL supporters should anticipate that EJ de Mera will object to Sarah retracting her attack on Brady at this point. That will make negotiations for the contract that Xander will probably reach with Kristen extremely challenging. Xander Kyriakis will grow so desperate that he will attempt to trick Kristen in some way. Perhaps Xander will try to persuade Kristen to withdraw the accusations against Brady in exchange for her turning over the miraculous cure. But Kristen isn't a baby anymore, so she might decline to give Xander anything unless she gets verified. Kristen might strike out and remind Xander that she is holding the most valuable cards in this situation if she discovers he tried to trick her. According to teasers for other days, Bonnie Kyriakis' demands for additional changes will be met with resistance by Abe Carver, James Reynolds, and Kate Roberts Brady. Although Bonnie will probably fight for Hattie Adams' Deidre Hall position in the end, Kate and Abe might feel that there have already been enough changes to body and soul. Maggie Kyriakis will offer some guidance to Holly Jonas. Maggie will believe that Holly needs to try to see things from her mother's point of view and be willing to forgive Nicole Walker. The upcoming episodes will also see Leo Stark turn into a blabbermouth. Julie Williams may have to handle the ensuing situation if Leo makes a mistake in front of Chad de Mera's children. Julie may intervene as soon as Leo brings up Abigail de Mera, Annalyn McCord's existence, because she will undoubtedly see Leo make a mistake. Could Julie take this occasion to tell Thomas and Charlotte de Mera on the news, since she believes they should know about Abigail's survival anyhow? In any event, Abigail is going to pull off another trick to fool Chad and will eventually pop the question to him. Once Abigail fakes more memories and claims she wants to remarry Chad, she'll push for a wedding as soon as feasible. After that, Clyde Weston will deliver a terrible new order, which will put Mark Green in a difficult situation. After the wedding, will Clyde ask Mark to divorce Chad and declare Abigail a widow? That will put Abigail on the path to inheriting the de Mera riches, but Mark will be upset about his terrible part in the future. Days in the life. According to spoilers, Salem will experience highs and lows during the week of October 7th to 11th. We'll share more forecasts on all the chaos. The Wednesday, October 2nd spoilers for Days of Our Lives show that Eric Brady visited Xander Kyriakis' office and accused him of hiring a thug to drug Brady Black. Eric surmised that Xander might have been preparing to discredit Brady and erase him from the map. Xander pulled a revolver from his drawer and examined it after hurling Eric outside. When it came to Brady, Xander warned that the legal system had to move quickly or he would have to handle things himself. Brady, who looked so lost last night, begged Tate Black to think that he hadn't been drinking at the Salem Police Department on Wednesday's episode of Days. In the end, Tate stated that he agreed with Brady and told him about Holly Jonas, who had reportedly teamed up with EJ de Mera, Dan Feuerriegel, to snoop around Brady's room. Brady encouraged Tate to show Holly some sympathy, believing that EJ was engaging in his typical manipulative behavior. On Wednesday's DOL episode, Sophia Choi cornered Holly in the town square and made fun of her for being an adolescent investigator. In addition, Sophia boasted about Tate confiding in her and made hints that she would be the one to win his affections in bed shortly. Just as Tate arrived, Holly slapped Sophia across the face and hurried to check on her. Holly accused Sophia of initiating it, and Sophia admitted to have done so, but only because she was furious with Holly for treating Tate better than his father. Tate declared he was finished, even though he acknowledged Brady had asked him to be gentle with Holly. Holly inquired as to whether Tate was ending their relationship, but he remained evasive. Holly declared that they were over and that Tate would be content with Sophia after she determined he was too much of a coward to explain things. Before marching off, Holly fiercely declared that Tate and Sophia deserved each other. On Wednesday's episode of Days, Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduk, received information at the DiMera house regarding Sarah Kyriakis' statement being the reason EJ arrested Brady once more. Kristen wasn't sure Sarah would remember, but EJ was adamant that Brady would do a significant amount of time behind bars. Kristen vowed to help Brady out of this situation as soon as she arrived at the Salem Police Department's interrogation room. Kristen thought about blowing Sarah up or sending her back to the DiMera Island in an attempt to make her vanish. Brady cut off all of that conversation and made Kristen realize that she couldn't keep him from the slammer, but Kristen wouldn't give up. On Wednesday's episode of Days, Kristen left, and EJ showed up to rub his success in Brady's face. Nothing could stop Brady from serving serious time at Statesville, according to EJ's forecast. Kristen drank and chatted impatiently with Stefano DiMera's image back at the DiMera estate. Kristen was aware that Brady needed a miracle to be saved, so when Dr. Wilhelm Rolfe emerged from the DiMera tunnels, she was taken aback. Fiona Cook confronted Sarah in the park regarding her deception of the police. Fiona explained that she overheard Xander and Sarah talking, which is how she knew Brady couldn't have been the driver. Sarah admitted that she was forced to tell the police a false narrative in order to spare Brady and even Xander. Fiona said that this was all her fault and expressed her horror at Xander's deadly scheme, but Sarah didn't get it. Fiona admitted to blaming herself before suggesting that, had she recognized the warning signs, she might have stopped Brady the night of the collision and brought him to an AA meeting. Fiona prayed that Sarah would have the grace to pardon her. While Sarah reassured Fiona that she was not to blame for anything, she also recommended that they keep their earlier conversation private. Fiona stated it'll be their little secret, while Eric listened in close proximity and appeared nervous. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Eric will not stop looking for answers. As a result, we'll keep you updated on his quest for information and any new developments. For fantastic Days of Our Lives spoilers, forecasts, news, and updates, CDL is the place to be. Check back often for further DOL information.